I want to show how to make your Lego buildings go from this to this. Now, most tutorials would tell you to get some LEDs, get some wires, and some circuiting boards and do it yourself. Well, I think that's too complicated. I've come up with an extremely simple solution that all you need to know how to do is press a button. So while yes, you can buy professionally made lighting sets for your buildings, they can run on the very expensive side, and when you buy them, they can be extremely complicated and very stressful to set up. So I didn't want to go through that mess, so I made this system up, and I think it is the simplest system you could use. And as you can see, all I use in this case is a flashlight. Well, David, taking the top layers of the building off, turning the flashlight on, putting the top layers of the building back on can be really hard, while if I do the wiring, well, I can just hit a button. Now, while that's true, this does not have to be hard. All I did here is the flashlight is sticking through the back door. So if I reach down, there it is. It's so simple, yet so effective. So you just stick it in the back door and whoop, now that building has light. The flashlight technique through the back door works great for small buildings. But what about if you want to light up a big building like the bank? It has a big loft in the top and a big bottom floor. You need a bigger light, but you still don't want to mess with the wires. So here's how I did it. Again, in this situation, you can't overthink it. I just taped a work light to the bottom of the roof, and when I wanted to turn it on, I flipped the roof over, I pushed the button, and then I put the roof on the building. And it works perfectly. And now, if I want to move the building around, I don't have to worry about all the wires going through the city that I have to rework. And don't have to worry about making sure that they're long enough. I just know I can pick the building up and move it wherever I need to. So what if you have a really cool building? Maybe it's a set like a modular building, or maybe it's your own mock like DPM Tower that you want to light up from the outside. Well, it's just as simple as lighting up the inside. In this case, I used the headlamp. I turn this one on, I reach over, turn this one on, and boom! Now this is all lit up. And if I darken the room, you can see just how effective it really is. So as much as this may have not seemed like a tutorial, it's because it really doesn't need one. It will have needed one if, say, you were using LEDs and small wires, but I feel that's way too complicated, and I think you can accomplish the same type of things with simple, small flashlights. It really creates a cool look, and I'm not done in the city. I'm going to put every building with light, and I think over time you can really get your city to come to life at night, especially with the spotlights. Now, one thing that the flashlights do have a downfall to is the street lights. You cannot obviously put flashlights in these small street lights. Now you can buy street lights with the LEDs in them, which I may do in the future. But for the buildings, I think the flashlights are the only way to go. They're very cheap because A, you have them around your house, or B, you can buy them at the dollar store. So let me know what you guys think of this simple technique of lighting up your buildings. If you have an even simpler technique, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.